Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that I'm not gonna lie to you, have been debating to post. So I came up with this idea about 2-3 weeks ago, about a week before I went to Daytona for vacation on the week of Valentine's Day, and I decided, I haven't really seen many people post a video like this in the hair industry, so I decided why not give it a try. I know I'm going to get some hate on it from some people, but it's really educational. And I wanted it to be more so inspirational as well for younger stylists who are coming up in the hair industry that are new or thinking about going to hair school. You can make a profit of good money doing hair color or hair styling, whatever your choice, especially here today in 2024. So this particular week, I decided to film every single client. I had 11 clients this week, and I decided to break down the pricing of all of them to show you guys a little idea of what I make in a typical week. This is an average week. Some weeks are more money that I rack in depending on what I'm doing more of. If I have more full highlights, then there's some weeks I have, not as expensive things, so I make less money. So it's always up and down. That's the one thing about this industry and times of the year and all that. But for the most part, it's around the average of what I make. I'm sure there's many people out there, I'm not trying to brag or anything, that make way more money than me or, less than me. It depends on area, your years of experience, how you've built, how on demand for services you are. There's so many things that go into it, but I did 11 clients this week and I decided to break down pricing of what I made for each of them. I'm going to tell you right now, the final price total for each client is including the tip as well. My grand total of the 11 clients for the week was $4,254. Once again, that includes tax, and keep in mind this is not including taxes taken out. This is not including rent, product, all that. You got to remember, just because I grossed it doesn't mean that's what I get from it. I pay myself personally a certain amount and percentage every week, and that's how I just done things since the beginning of my career. Client number 1 is Emily. She's been with me forever. She comes every 6 to 8 weeks. We're doing blonde maintenancing on her. I did do a root shadow with 6N, 6NA, and then a toner of 10B, 10P Goldwell Colorants. If you guys see there's a warm band across her head, we don't know where that came from about 3 sessions ago, but people's hormones change. There's many different medications people can be on that can affect the color and the way the hair lifts, and that's what we're going to tackle it and call it. We shadow her a little bit longer. We used to do a tap, but we have to shadow it now to eliminate it. But you'll see at the end, it still looks really, really good.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home.
Alright guys, so now Jess is in the bathroom and I have her 3 bags of tapes and I'm going to retape them. Sometimes I do wash the client's hair and she didn't want me to do that today. She just washed it this morning. So I'm going to retape them, and in the meantime, since I don't have an assistant, she's going to help me. I have like dried up lip gloss, ignore that. She's going to help me with like just the left side, just like 8 tapes, but by the time she's done, I'll be done. So I'm going to just show you guys retaping them, and I only have her, and she's my last client today, so that was 2, and then I have a busy week of big full highlights and stuff, so I'm taking you along for the whole week, so continue watching.
Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Baby, I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. Yeah, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me some more. I could dance with you beneath the stars, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want you. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, cause right now I'm in it. I feel kinda dizzy when I'm staring at you. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out. stops when you move.
So for Jess, we do 3 bags of tape-ins, Jay-Z Styles extensions, and the total was $432, including a tip. I charge $120 per bag of tape-ins, and that's always been my price. I haven't upped it. I only keep myself with a handful of extension clients, and I only do extensions for loyal clients currently. I stopped taking them open to the public. Not one of my major passions. It's really color and blonding and, of course, color correcting. Moving on to day number 2, the first client is a full foil. This is my old manager of the building at Phoenix where I used to be. This is my girl Jess. She does full back-to-back baby lights packed as tight as possible with my Sinful technique. And we do no root toner, and we just toner all over with 9P, 9N, Reckon Shades EQ. And the best thing about this, it's a lot safer and healthier to do a level 9. It's still bright, but it's not white where you have to feather through the ends all the time. We haven't done a good full in a while. We do a lot of partials and halves on her, so that's why I'm overlapping mostly underneath, because we have to touch up all that natural regrowth.
Like that, yeah. Everything stops when you move like that, yeah. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, 'cause right now I'm in it. Yeah, I'm fucking in it. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. I said Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby.
Look how beautiful the final results are. We never do a root toner on her at all. This is why I love my technique back-to-back baby lights so much. It literally is gorgeous, you guys. And her hair is getting so healthy. She just had her baby in December, a couple days after my birthday. And I'm telling you, those prenatals are the way to go. And they're really healthy for you. This is what it looks like outside in the real daylight. Still bright, bright, bright light blonde, but not overly white where it's damaged. You can see how healthy her hair has gotten. $408 is the total with tip, 20%. Love her to death. And it took us about 3.5 hours. Next client of the day, also a full foil Sinful technique. And I did something for the first time. I tried the Defy Damage Pro Series Part 1, which is a spray. It was sitting literally on my cabinet forever, you guys. Decided, why not try it, right? I love Olaplex, you guys know that. I am blown away. I'm going to do an in-depth video on this product, the Part 2 and the K-Bond 20, the shampoo, all that goes with it. But I am stuck, you guys. I went on vacation the next week and couldn't wait to get back just to do hair. Nothing has ever made hair feel like this, and I swear to you, it's like 90% less breakage. It's a game changer, you guys. So I'm just packing the foils in, nothing you guys haven't seen before, using my Joico Blonde Light with 20 volume. First time ever with the Defy Damage Part 1 spray series. And we're wrapping up this foil, then we're going to let her process for about 45 minutes, no heat. Then we're going to tone her with a 6N, 6NA root shadow. And then I'm going to tone her all over globally with Goldwell Colorants 10N and 10G. You guys know I love the V's and P's and Goldwell Colorants, but I've become obsessed lately with the N's and G's because honestly, golden is so beautiful. For the beginning of my career, it was everybody wanting to be 9V, 9P, 9T, you know, ashy, silvery. And then I would find after a couple washes, they would be like, oh, I'm so brassy. When you do a nice gold or neutral, it literally doesn't ever look like it gets brassy. It's all a trick of the eye. I have an in-depth video coming on that about toning in different tones and going with your skin tone and your undertone. So stay tuned if you want to see something like that. Let me know down below in the comment section.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go, and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, 'cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh, I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. 'Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh, I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah.
Next client of the next day is Melinda. She's been with me for several sessions at this point. You guys seen a dedicated video to her just a couple videos back where it's melted off hair in the title. She had a really bad bleach job done over time. Bleach on the scalp, it's no friend to anybody, especially if not done correctly. And now we've been getting her back slowly with the Sinful Baby Light technique. And now look how healthy her hair is getting. We did the Defy Damage again. And you guys, it's never felt better. $380 was her total with a 20% tip. Now we move on, and the next client I do believe was a little crazy. This client ended up getting, for her first time ever, a highlight. She never did her hair professionally. And you guys, I love the result of this. You can see all the brass in her hair. She did some kind of box dye and whatnot. She came for a consultation a few weeks earlier. We did a lived-in look, but because of her texture, I didn't think teasing was the best way to go. So I feathered it up in the foil like a balayage. We then smudged her with 6NA, 5N, and then I toned her all over with Redken Shades EQ, 9GB, 9NW, 9NB, and 8WG.
I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby. I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Yeah. Cincinnati, baby. Cincinnati, baby.
$480 was her total. Keep in mind, guys, my full foil begins at $300. My full lived-in Teasy Light option also begins at $300. And on my pricing service menu with my blonding menu, everything is including everything you start with that you need. Toners, treatments, root toners, blow dries, style, first mix of bleach or original low light mix. Anything after that is $20 per bowl of lightener, $20 for low light. Any extra toners outside of the two original included in the menu, that's extra $20 as well per extra mix. And that's how the price ends up being higher for some people, lower for others. The thinner the hair, if you're doing just a little bit of a root, you might not need as much bleach. If you're doing roots to end and you have thick hair, I've had somebody go up to $600 and somebody be $300 where it began. That is a big difference, but I think my prices are very fair. This next client decided to come in and say, Brett, I don't want to go blonde anymore. I want to take a break and go dark. So that's what we're going to give her. We want to do an all-over solid level 3-4. But first we had to fill her, and I did that mixing about 9 different shades EQs. You got to put the copper, the red, the gold all back in the hair. Then we went in with Joico Permanent Color, Beer K-Pack 3N, 4N with 20 volume. I stand corrected, 10 volume, deposit only. And I felt this was the only option for the picture of inspiration she wanted. I went over the differences between a demi-permanent and a permanent. Told her if she did this, I would not be comfortable taking her lighter for at least a minimum of a year. She agreed, and she wanted it to be more solid. Permanent color goes into the cortex and into the hair, so it's harder to remove, but it will also help, really get rid of that highlight look and make sure everything is evenly solid and opaque.
It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me some more. I could dance with you beneath the stars, 'cause when I want it, then I want it, yeah, I want you. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, 'cause right now I'm in it. I feel kinda care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. I said, it's Cincinnati, baby, it's Cincinnati, baby.
So I also did Joanne that day that I did the other client with the dark hair, and now we're on the next day. Joanne ended up doing just a paint between and a half highlight, and we added a low light as well. The next day, it was just a 1 bag of tape install for my longtime loyal client, Amy. She'd been with me since the beginning of my career for 5 years. We did 2 rows of beaded wefts, and she has such curly texture, you guys. If you're going to get extensions and you want them really bad, you gotta do your hair, especially if you have curly texture. You gotta get a Brazilian blowout, or you gotta make sure you really do blow dry it with a round brush or a flat iron every time you do it to make it really blend well. No matter how good I blend it, if she just air dries her hair, it's gonna look so separated. So we decided to go in and do 1 bag of tapes for almost filling reasons around the top of the head and around the face, and it ended up looking even better. We did 1 bag of 16-inch tapes of Stew with the Jay-Z Styles. We didn't need 22 inches because we're just using it for filler. It's at the top. It naturally layered it anyway. And you guys, her hair is literally the length that you see on the top that I have sectioned off. That's how short her hair is. So all in all, it looks good. I told her, you gotta stop having me do it and, learn from me as I'm doing it, because it's not easy to do on your own, I know. But in order for them to look really, 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 really good, she has to do the styling maintenance. Her total ended up being $120 because it was 1 bag, and she tipped me 20%, so it was $150.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go, and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it, right now I'm in it. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. You said, yeah, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me some more. I could dance with you beneath the stars, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want you. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, cause right now I'm in it. I feel kinda dizzy when I'm staring at you. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home.
All right, that evening, major color correction, kind of, but we decided instead of doing a major color correction, we're going to just correct it the best we can with a session of a full foil and a paint between. We did a jam-packed highlight, and we also went in and did just 5N as a paint between with Joico Lumishine everywhere. Smudged her down with Joico Lumishine 5N, 5NA. Toned her with 8N, 8V, 8GI, 7G, 7P, Reckon JZQ. And look at the final results. Remember, the top of her head was going to lift way better because it's virgin and it was orange. And the ends had permanent box dye from a while ago. So you have to reverse it and always make that root look darker. I know it sucks because it lifted so crazy, but it was such a busy, hectic day. I didn't get full footage for you guys, but trust me, always make sure the root is darker or even. Never make the root lighter. Last client was on Saturday morning. This is my girl Kelly, and we did regular maintenance on her for her full foil, and we did baby lights everywhere, no root toner. This week I just realized I had 3 clients with my full highlight that didn't do a root toner. We toned her all over with Global Colorants 10N, 10G equal parts, and this is the final result. I hope you guys got something out of today's video. Let me know what you think down below. Keep it calm with the criticism. I'm not putting my money making in anybody's face. I think this is, learning purposes for people who want to get into hair. You can make a great, decent living. Am I the one that makes the most money right now? No, I'm only 5 years into my career. I'm sure it's going to go up from here, but it depends on how hard you want to work and what you want to put in. I worked 7 days a week nonstop for the first 3 years, and now I could say I'm reaping my benefits a little bit more. Love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one as always. So long for now, guys.